people should be unequal. So Ayn Rand and the modern day American libertarians do not believe in equality. I mean, it's that simple. They don't believe that every person is the same, has the same worth and value. The famous anarchist Bakunin wrote, "Political freedom without economic equality is a pretense, a fraud, a lie, and the workers want no line." So what he's saying there is that when you say you're free people, there's economic inequality, and there's a ruling class that owns most of the wealth. Not really free. It's a lie. You're a slave to those people. You're a slave to the people that own the corporations and businesses and that buy the government, who passes laws that affect how you live. We 8 minutes. I'm wondering if I should go into the Fred Thompson story, or if I should save it for next show. I'll save it for next show. I got some other stuff I can talk about. Senate Republicans today, they forced a vote on health care reform. The House had this symbolic vote where it repealed Obamacare. The job-killing Health Care Act, whatever it was supposed to kill the Affordable Care Act. And most people were saying, well, the Senate's not even going to vote on it. Harry Reid did one vote. They did. The Republicans were able to get a vote, and it failed miserably. According to Politico, didn't go so well. So even if it would have passed, Obama would, of course, vetoed. So again, they're just trying to appeal to the shrinking base. Basically, this bill's actually really popular. Also, a senator who is I don't have his name right in front of me, but he's a head of basically our relationship with Egypt. On the Jane Cougar show on MSNBC, and said that aid will be cut off from Egypt within the next couple months, and in the Senate or Congress, or could even be cut off sooner by the president. Of course, we pay $1.5 billion a year or something like that to Egypt, so that could be, or that's going to be cut off, especially with Mubarak right now. He's got his pro-government thugs, the police force dressed up as civilians, and they've gotten violent with the protesters. They've hurt a bunch of protesters. They killed some. They hit Anderson Cooper in the head, which is sort of amusing. I don't mind Anderson Cooper. I think he's pretty good, but it's just kind of funny. But I mean, he's okay. It's getting a little violent there. Not a little, it's getting a lot violent. There's been shots fired. People are getting shot in the head. So it's escalating there, and we'll see how that goes from there. I think that pretty much seals the fate of Mubarak. I think he's a criminal. He should be arrested. We'll see how that goes. It's an interesting story, and it's even got the mainstream media captivated, which is amusing because they're very rarely covering this kind of stuff, but all the outlets are covering it. And everybody has their own theory. So Fire Dog Lake, while we still have 5 minutes or so. Fire Dog Lake wrote an article. I'm trying to they say there was a vote in the Senate, failed. Sabino has introduced an amendment to eliminate the 1099 reporting requirement, which passed in the health care bill. Congress has tried to eliminate this requirement numerous times in the past several months, so small businesses pull the requirement that they send out 1099 forms on any vendor purchase over $600. The requirement was put into health care to increase government revenue, basically by enforcing tax laws on the books. So basically, it seems like there was they were just kind of enforcing a tax, looks like, and that was voted on. It looks like it voted for repeal. Well, when I originally read it, it said it looked like it. It says, point out this is a FFA, or this is a FAA authorization bill, and it's not a health care bill, and not a bill to deal with the debt ceiling. So this bill has become a Christmas tree for completely unrelated amendments, and at this rate, the amendment process will last the rest of the year. And they know the Senate remains broken. That issue right there, whatever that's actually talking about, when they mean the Senate remains broken, of course the filibuster is all messed up. A bunch of bills got hung up, passed unanimous. When it actually got voted, it was unanimous support. It was held up by Republicans filibustering. They put a secret hold on there. You couldn't. So there would be no vote until a lot later. Basically, they're just trying to run the clock out for 2 years and not let Democrats get what they wanted accomplished. And so the Senate's rules were all screwed up, but it allowed for that. Basically, the plan was to make Democrats look like they're not doing anything, and it worked. It worked for the past 2 years. Not that I think the Democrats had a whole lot of lofty goals that they were going to accomplish, but perhaps that's a little too cynical. So, yeah, I was called too cynical today. I wrote an article for Addicting Info, and it was on Judge Napolitano's book. Book about lies the government told you, and I responded with lies the corporations told you, and someone commented on their Facebook that the author is too cynical. So I thought that was wildly amusing. So we're running out of time. So visit my YouTube channel, YouTube/Cynical Revolt. Join the Facebook page. Just go to Facebook, type in the Cynical Revolution, and search for it. You should find it. It's a page. Like it. Join the conversation there. Go to addictinginfo.org, I think it is. .org. And support them. Read their articles and stuff. And also follow me on Twitter. Yes. Twitter.com/cynicalrevolt. Download the show if you haven't already. Recommend to your friends if you like it. I'll post this on YouTube, so if you are on YouTube watching this later, like it, dislike it, tell me what you liked, tell me what you disliked, and recommend it to your friends. All right, so this is the Cynical Revolution, and I'll see you guys later.
Take your breath away. Can you feel yourself suffocating? Does the